And welcome to Six Nations of the Grand River here at the Six Nations Cultural Recreation and Memorial Center here in the heart of Oswego. Daryl Smart along with you for this ride today in Northern Premier Hockey League action between the Halton Hills Coyotes and the Six Nations Ironmen. These two teams, the Ironmen at 2-3, second place in the North Division of the Metropolitan Conference here in NPHL. While the Halton Hills Coyotes are at 1-3. These two teams faced off against each other earlier on in the season. A 6-4 decision in Halton Hills, and away we go today. And the Halton Hills Coyotes with the first drive here. Puck intercepted along the line, dumped in. Brendan Anderson with it. That puck goes all the way down for an ice. As we have our starting goaltenders tonight. We've got Justin Ranger down to the right of us here for the Coyotes. And I believe it is Tim Porter with another start here for the Ironmen. Yes, it is Tim Porter. Puck along the boards. Ironmen trying to get things started from behind their own net here. As Hill has it. There's a one-time opportunity. That one just wide of the net, and a great opportunity. Theo Hill to Tycee Cowan, who's in the lineup. He wasn't in the lineup last week. Ironman left. There's a centering pass. That one knocked down by the Coyotes defense. Theo Hill again trying to get a look in. And we got an icing call here by the Coyotes. So the goaltending matchup, Justin Ranger versus Tim Porter here. Last time they faced each other, it was a 6-4 game in favor of the Coyotes. Ironmen win the draw here. Brigdulin with it now. He's snapping a shot, and that one just goes wide of Rangers that carry him off the boards. A little bit of trouble, but the Ironmen recover here. Brigdulin again. Now Laforme, he runs into Brigdulin. The official hands him his stick. Coyotes having trouble getting out of the end. There's a shot from Laforme and a save by Ranger. Leonti, pass intended for, couldn't get to that as he's met by an Ironman defender, and the puck gets dumped down in the Coyotes' end. Jang, he tries to bank it off the boards. And the Ironman recover. Quick little transitional play there is Green with it. Dumps it in. Avery Anton, he's met by a pair of Coyotes defenders. Ranger in behind the net. Leaves it for Thorne. Bobbled pass. Picked up by Mitch Green, who dumps it back in. Some sustained pressure here by the Ironmen in the early going of this one. Talking to Ryan Davis, the head coach of the Ironmen, he's wanting to see that sustained offense into the end. There's the shot off of De Oliveira. Alex De Oliveira with the shot and a save by Tim Porter. That's his first biggish test of this one. Face off. Won by the Coyotes. There's a wrister. That one from high, and that's blocked by Skylar Thomas, who pursues it. Maea with the shot, saved by Porter. From the point, there's a shot. That one's blocked. That time, that blocked by Sean General. Puck loose in the corner. Porter has it. He's trying to find an outlet pass, but can't. As Maeda drops it back, goes D to D. And now Thorne has it down the left side. Thorne streaking down. That puck gets tipped off of his stick, and Thorne has it. And there's a shot, and he fans on it. Scores! A very strange play indeed on that one, as the Halton Hills Coyotes get on the board early. We'll take a look at the replay on that one. That one was a funny one. As that one looked to be a little bit funny on that. As we head back to the action here. Ironmen all over the Coyotes, then Coyotes get an opportunity and squeak one in past Porter. Anderson dumps it down. Theo tries to center it again, but this one gets picked up by the Coyotes, who have numbers, and there's an offside call. As Josh Miller looks to the linesman and says, I think I was onside, but indeed, if you look at the replay, he certainly wasn't. He was about a half a step off on that one. Josh Miller, Theo Hill. Miller wins that draw, and the Coyotes go back into their own end, D to D, as Summersall has it. Goes back to his defense partner. Leonte dumps it in the backhand as the Ironmen pick it up in their own end. Anderson, stretch pass. That one off Tycee Cowan. He couldn't get a handle on it as the puck goes deep into the Coyotes' end. Ty Hill with it. There's a shot. The scores! Tyler Hill with a quick shot. As a little upset Coyote there in the corner. As here we go. We're going to look at the replay on this one. Is just a broken play, but Tyler Hill, you give Tyler Hill that much space, a guy like that, you're going to give Tyler Hill that much space, he's going to bury it on you. He's got great hands. He's a big body in there. He's able to create space for himself. But Tyler Hill spent 4 seasons in the Ontario Hockey League, of course, and finished up his junior career with the Caledonia Corvairs, winning a Sutherland Cup, and has played on the Senior A hockey circuit the last couple of years as well. Actually played with him in a league game in Simcoe and certainly didn't belong in that game. Just the release on Ty on that one. Coyotes up the ice on the left side here, and that's Campese, and he's met by Brigland. Sukol picks it up. He's going to take his time behind the net, behind Tim Porter, as he looks for an outlet pass. Sukol, stretch pass, out to Laforme. And now to Sky. Sky gets tied up by a pair of Coyotes. And Ranger grabs onto the puck, holds it, and we've got a stoppage in play. Maeda. There's the shot. Oh boy, oh boy. That one rung off the crossbar. That shot from Ben Chubbs Coyotes working it around. Tried to center it to Maeda. There's a shot from the point. Rebound comes off a Porter. There's another rebound as the Ironmen defense have to settle that puck in if they want to have a chance here tonight against the Coyotes. You got to settle in those rebounds. If Tim Porter's going to let them out, they've got to jump on there. There's a big hit, and here's an interception by Chubbs. Chubbs gets the shot off and was met by Sky, and Porter jumps on the loose puck and freezes it for a stoppage in play. Yes, the Ironman defense really have to grab a hold of those rebounds. That's one of the keys defensively, at least, for the Ironmen tonight. Summersall with it. He goes D to D. There's a long stretch pass that was tipped, intended for Leonte. As Leonte has it down on the right side. Tries to scoop it centered, but couldn't. Sukal. There's a shot from Green, shot to goal! Oh boy, that's a beauty. Skylar Thomas rips that one up high. And the Six Nations Ironmen take a 2-1 lead thanks to a Skylar Thomas goal. What a shot. Boy, oh boy. He ripped that one top cheese. 12:25 to go here in the first period. Six Nations Ironmen 2, Halton Hills Coyotes 1. We're in a spirited first period here. Puck in the neutral zone. Anderson tries to dump it in, but we've got ourselves another offside here as the linesman trying to settle things down. Theo Hill and Jackson Kaplan with the draw. Hill with the win. Is Sukal in his own end, looks to stretch it. There's Anderson with it. There's a shot, a save by Ranger. That was a great set play off the face-off. That looked like a set play as Brendan Anderson, the other defender, headed up the ice for the stretch pass. And a nice pass by Sukal. And a save by Ranger. Draw won by the Coyotes here along the, as Dylan Hill tries to stop them along the blue line. As Jackson Kaplan's shot from just over top of the circle there. Swallowed up by Porter. And there's going to be a face-off to the left of him. Halton Hills lose the puck. Bridgeland again tries to look for LaForme on that one, but couldn't, as there's a high stick up top. Looks like, is that Tyler Hill, I think. Look on the replay here. That's going to be a high stick here. Here it is on the replay. Oh, there it is. Caught him right up top into the kisser there. And hopefully Dylan Hill's all right. That's a tough one. Brett Thorne with the high sticking penalty here, I believe. As the Ironmen go to the power play for the first time today. There's a shot from up top. Dylan Hill with the shot, and that goes wide and up over the glass and into the meshing. Of course, if you remember from last Sunday's game against the Stratford Irish, special teams played a huge factor in that one. It's almost all but 3, I believe, goals were scored with the man advantage. Dump in shot from Maeda. Dylan with it. He hands it over to Stephen Laforme, who's going to look for an outlet pass here. Hill to Sky. Sky, he was trying to look for Laforme, who was streaking down the left side but couldn't connect on that. There's a shot from up top. And a save by Rangers' shoulder off the stick of Kessler Sky. Sukel's going to take his time, or Bridgeland, sorry, going to take his time here as Jacob, or as Green. We got ourselves another penalty here this time. That's going to be going to the Six Nations Ironmen. We'll look at the replay here. It's a roughing call here. Oh, there it is right there. As Bridgeland knocked down the Halton Hills player behind the scenes there. 10:20 to go here, first period. Thanks for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page here for Six Nations Ironman hockey all season long here, Northern Premier Hockey League. It's going to be an exciting winter, and there's a shot. That one just missed the post from Theo Hill. He saw the opening and almost got Ranger napping on that one. Theo in the corner on the right side. Working the corner. He's going to go around again. He's looking for his brother Tyler as he's going to switch spots with him. Theo dumps it in. One man in. Tyler's the one man in. He's going to make a check down into the Coyotes' end behind the net as the Coyotes have a tough time connecting to get the puck out. As Theo Hill again with the interception. Theo Hill, the brothers Hill, and then Dylan Hill now with it. Get an offside call here, but Theo, Ty, and Dylan Hill all doing a great job of creating a lot of havoc in that neutral zone. Oh, look at the replay on this. Just great forechecking by the Hill brothers. And then there's the loss as it went offside. As Mitch Brown ready to take the face-off here against Austin Maeda. Maeda wins the draw. Halton Hills going to start down to their own end here. There's a stretch pass. Maeda with it. He's going to race down. It's down at the corner. Wins the battle. Tries to center it up top. The blue line is Mitch Brown gets it. Mitch Brown, there's a... I think we've got ourselves another offside there. Mitch Brown was trying to collect the puck, and the puck just kind of bounced up and down and around. And that's where they ran into trouble on the offside there as the Coyotes win another draw here. Michael Haddad gets it to Leonte. Now to Thorne. Thorne circles around the net, looking for an opening. He finds Haddad. Haddad with a shot. That one goes wide. As the Coyotes pick up the rebound in the corner, centering pass attempt. Couldn't connect with the teammate there as the Ironmen pick it up, but Ben Chubbs free flow skating around the neutral zone with it and hands it off to Haddad, who dumps it down into the Ironman end. Intercepted pass. Miller with the shot. That one's blocked as the Coyotes try to sustain the pressure here. Along the boards, Brendan Anderson knocks down Marchesello. Stephen Laforme met at the boards by a pair of Coyotes. Puck loose down on the right side now. It goes to the opposite side as the Coyotes regroup here. Nice little tip pass now. Marchesello tries to get a handle on that, but it's met by Anderson. And the Coyotes dump it in as Stephen Laforme picks it up. Laforme goes up the middle, finds Bridgeland, who finds Sky. Sky attempts to shoot on it, but a nice defensive play there by Alex Hyde. LaForme, like a tank, just kind of going through everybody, but the puck comes loose, and the Coyotes come up with it, led by Leonte. Leonte just sauntering around, and he gets it. 7 to go here in the first period. 2-1, Ironmen is, oh, there's a beautiful move by Sukal. Goes between his legs and tries to make some nifty magic, but couldn't get a handle on it on the shot. Brown, that's Jacob Brown with the shot. His defense partner, Sukal, puts it in deep. Tyler to Theo, back to Tyler. Tyler shot, centering pass. That one tipped up. As there's another small shot from the blue line. Tried to get a puck on the net here as Theo gets it. Oh my goodness gracious, Skylar Thomas, and what a save by Ranger. Skylar Thomas, or sorry, that was Tycee Cowan. Boy, oh boy, let's look at the replay on that one. We've got ourselves a Coyotes penalty, but look at this move by Tycee Cowan. Turned him inside out, and Ranger had to be up for the task on that one. Tycee Cowan dancing in the Coyotes' end, but almost made it connect, but couldn't. Jackson Kaplan in the box now. And the Ironmen are on another power play, the last power play the Ironmen had. The Ironmen unfortunately squandered their opportunity by getting another roughing penalty on that one as Bridgeland deep into the net here. Goes corner to corner. Dylan Hill. There's the tip from Sky. That goes on net, and Ranger had to be quick on that one. Got ourselves another call here as the Halton Hills Coyotes not happy with this as Green has it here. And the Halton Hills Coyotes not happy right now. I'm just going to look at the replay here, see what we can. And there it is right there, I think. That's going to be Brett Thorne going to the box here. Coaching staff not happy with that call. This is a big moment for the Ironmen. They've got a two-man advantage here. The Sukal has it up top. Tries to find the top corner on that one, but couldn't find it. Anderson gets a stick on it. Supported by Theo Hill as they had to start over again here. Tyler Hill with it. He's got Tycee Cowan who had that nifty little play before. Cowan loses it. Sukal has it now. Theo, he's in the wheelhouse. Had the pass to Tyler. Anderson now with it. Tyler, shot, saved by Ranger, rebound. And no can do on that one as Ranger covers it up. Look at the replay on that one. Great puck movement by the Ironmen here on the two-man advantage here. And the Hill brothers almost made it with Tycee Cowan, almost made it count here. As there it is. Ranger with the save. Green with it. Drops it down into the corner. Green, Dylan Hill on the point here. Kessler Sky on the right side. Sky with it, backhands it, and Ranger didn't look like he had a beat on it, but it hit him right in the chest. Green, now to LaForme, back to Green. Jacob Green with the shot. Rebound from LaForme, and that one is stopped as Kaplan enters the game again. As we're back to 5-on-4 for 34 seconds. Centering pass up the mid ice here. Just missed. as there's 3:54 remaining here in the first period. Lots of action down. And a key moment here for the Ironmen. 29 more seconds to go here on the power play. They can get the puck down and sustain some more offense here and try and increase this lead before the first period comes to an end. Puck gets dumped in. That's good. An offside opportunity there's an unfortunate. Almost needed the curling brooms on that one as the Halton Hills Coyotes tried to clear the puck, but it was a fanned opportunity, but all of the Ironmen had to get out of the zone and couldn't get a beat on that puck. Ironmen win the draw. Theo Hill over Josh Miller here as they're going to regroup. Pass up the middle to Cowan. Cowan tries to get a shot on it, but is met. Theo looking to go cross ice, but the Coyotes get a beat on that one as the puck skips over the glass, and we're going to have another face-off, this time to the left of Ranger. Coyotes win the draw. Theo chases it, has it along the boards. He's got his brother Tyler and Tycee Cowan out there, Sukal and Brendan Anderson on the points. Theo finds Sky. There's a shot. Sorry, that was Dylan with the hit. Anderson. Stretch pass. He finds Theo. He's got Tyler with him. There's a shot and a goal. Oh my, oh my. He wired it. Theo Hill with the laser beam. And the Six Nations Ironmen take a 3-1 lead here with 2:45 to go. Look at the replay on here. You could see Ranger kind of cheating on that one as Ranger goes to the bench. Ranger goes to the bench. He gets the yank. But Tyler Hill was the decoy on that as Theo, it looked like he was going to drop it back. Hand it off to his brother who was going to wire it, but Theo, who has a great shot of his own, puts it by a Ranger. And now it looks like Denny Dumblestein between the pipes. Denny Doublestein. There's a shot. Doublestein with the save. Not an easy task to do coming off the bench like that. Nice little pad save. Very controlled on that one as the Ironmen look to stretch the pass here. Doublestein hands it off to his defense as there's a little bit of a demolition derby in behind the Coyotes net. Coyotes come out with it. That's Maeda. There's a shot from Maeda. No rebound on that one from Tim Porter. And a nice pad save as he cushioned that one in with the toe of his pad. Is Tim Porter, who's used to seeing a ton of rubber. Hasn't seen as much as usual so far. The Ironman, the best Ironman defense so far is a great Ironman offense tonight as they lead 3-1 with 1:43 to go here in the first period. Thanks for joining us. Ironman up the boards. Pass for Brown intended. Another stoppage in play. That one's going to go all the way into the Ironman end. Draw won by the Ironmen. There's a nice move by Sukal. Sukal snaps, shot save by the left-hand catcher's glove of Dubelstein. Dubelstein looking sharp here as he's entered into the game. Face-off win by the Coyotes as they try to, there's an offside play right there as they tried to get some sustained pressure of their own but couldn't. Mitch Brown versus Josh Miller. Miller wins the draw. That's Thorne with it in behind the net. Thorne's going to wind her up. Met by an Ironman player. As that puck gets chipped down into the right side. 1 minute to go here in the first period as the Coyotes try to center the puck but can't. Puck comes out center ice. Dumped in again this time by Hyde. As Dylan Hill hands it off to Sukal. Sukal to Green. Green has it to Brown. Coyotes come up with it. They've got numbers. And a nice shot blocked by the Ironmen. Dylan Hill with it. He's got Antone and Green with him. There's a shot through the defender as Hill gets his own rebound, fires it back on net. Ironman with it behind the net, back into the corner. Antone dumps it back in. And that will be all we've got for period number 1. So after after 20 minutes of play here on Six Nations of the Grand River, the Halton Hills Coyotes trail the Six Nations Ironmen by a score of 3-1, and we will tee up the second period with a summary of the second, or a summary of the first, when we return. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you when the second period returns. Welcome back to the second period here on Six Nations of the Grand River. Six Nations Ironmen hockey here in Northern Premier Hockey League, where we have the Six Nations Ironmen with a 3-1 lead over the Halton Hills Coyotes after 20 minutes of play. One correction here. It's Jeffrey Salmon in net, number 67. We had a bunch of different lineups and rosters before the game. But indeed, it is Jeffrey Salmon in between the pipes, and away we go here for period number 2. Ironmen get the puck down in the Coyotes' end as they try to get things out in a stretch pass for Steve Laforme. Sky shot, tip. Laforme tries to get a handle on it. Bridgeland tries to get in the little cubby area there, and Salmon with the save. Ironman with the puck in the corner. There's Laforme absorbing a check. Sky shot blocked by the Coyotes defender here. Maeda up the right side. He's let by Anderson, who gets the puck up the boards. There's a shot. Oh, Tycee Cowan. He's had a couple of glorious opportunities, and that one just grazed the post as Cowan recovers and has the puck down in behind the net. Anderson and Cowan trying to work the puck as Anderson gets it, as we've got ourselves the first whistle of the second period. We've got ourselves a penalty here to open things up. That's going to be Tycee Cowan, who had that opportunity. So the Coyotes with their first power play of this game. D-to-D pass intercepted, and now Theo's got it. Theo looks, shot, scores! That's a way to kill a penalty right there, is Mitch Brown all alone on the left side. Theo Hill with the beautiful pass. And Mitch Brown just wires that one as the Ironmen increase their lead. And there's just Mitch Brown almost unharassed down the left side. He had all the time in the world. And Mitch Brown makes it a 4-1 goal or 4-1 game with a short-handed marker here in the early going of this second period, as Tycee Cowan still sits in the penalty box. Ironman looking for more. There's a pass from Brown intended to Theo, but couldn't handle that one, as the Coyotes now have the puck deep into the Ironman end. Haddad. Out to Miller. Miller's shot. That one off the blocker of Porter, as Porter tracks that puck. It was center, and we've got ourselves a collision in the corner here, and we've got a man down. And that's a slew foot. Ty Campbell is going to go to the box here. We'll take a look at the replay, see if we saw it. Oh, we just missed it there. But Ty Campbell heading to the box. He's going to get a double minor for slew foot on that one. As now we're back to 4-on-4 action, only for 48 seconds. Well, Anderson pursues the puck down in his own end to try and start things off. He's going to ring it around the boards to Sukal, his defensive partner. And a headman pass to Laforme. Laforme goes down the right side as he heads to the net. It's tripped up. But you know, you're not going to get a call on that one. Coyotes. Haddad. As they look to break out of the end. Delivrieri with the shot. That one goes wide of Porter's. Laforme picks it up along the right side. Laforme hands it off to Anderson. Anderson shot, scores! Brendan Anderson wires that one. And boy, oh boy, the Six Nations Ironmen started to heating up here with a 5-1 lead thanks to the goal by Brendan Anderson. And again, the Ironmen are on the power play, or killing a penalty here, and they're wide open here. As the Ironmen not allowing the Coyotes to breathe at all here. 16:37 to go here in the second period. A pair of shorthanded goals from the Ironmen. Didn't have that one on the bingo card today. Power play goals, yes. Shorthanded, no. Talking to ownership after last week's game, they had to. The big key was staying out of the box. 5-on-5, they were matched up very well with the Stratford Irish. It was just when they got into penalty trouble, that's what kind of did them in last week. But they got into penalty trouble here, and they've scored a pair. Dylan now with it in the corner on the right side. Dylan attracts a couple of Coyotes as the puck gets cleared out of their end and down all the way down to the ice, and we're going to have another stoppage in play. Let's tee up the second period. We didn't even get a chance to tee up the second period after all the action here. Joseph Leonte opened the scoring for the Coyotes. And ever since, it's been all Ironmen as Tyler Hill, Isaac Sukal, Theo Hill have scored in the first, all scored in the first period. And Mitch Brown and Brendan Anderson have added to the cause here for a 5-1 lead here in the second period. This is Theo. He's going to opt to dump it around the bend. Sukal. Back to Tyler. Tyler looks for Theo, but is outside of the blue line here. 37 seconds to go here in the 4-minute slew foot penalty to Ty Campbell. As the Ironmen look to add here, Sukal down the left side on the power play. He goes ring around the boards intended for Tyler Hill, but he couldn't get a handle on it. Porter with the headman, Sukal. Nice pass to Ty. Ty tries to get it. Tyler Hill with it. Tries to center it to Tycee Cowan, but couldn't get a handle on it. 1 second remains in the penalty, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Coyotes stretch pass. That one intended for Reese Bissey. And he tipped that one up wide, up into the roof here, the tin roof here. You can touch it with my hands. Again, thanks again for joining us here on Daryl Smart Media YouTube page for Six Nations Ironman hockey all season long. Thanks for joining us. Daryl Smart bringing you action with my good buddy Ben Hill on the camera. He's the technical guy making us look good here. There's a Coyotes shot into the corner. This Thomas tries to go across the ice to Porter. Thomas, he's got a pair with him. So he dumps it in, goes all the way around the boards. There's the shot from Bridgeland. There's another shot, this one from Brown, Jacob Brown. Tried to get tipped. Nice little shot by the Coyotes. Love these Coyotes uniforms, these white, silver, and black jerseys. There's a shot, that one from Sandy Porter and stopped by Salmon. Jacob Brown. He's going to dump it into the corner. Porter's got it in the back. Porter tries to stuff it out. Now he's going to find Brown. There's the shot from Brown. That one goes into the corner now. Brown with it again. Finds Dylan. Dylan to Porter. No can do on that as the Coyotes come up with it. Ty Campbell dumps it in. There's a shot from Mitch Brown. There's a save by Salmon. Green's got it now. Oh, centered pass. And that shot by Antone just goes wide. Little fake. Antone into the corner. There's the give and go. One-time pass. Hill, Dylan, this time Antone with the tip. There's the patience shot, and that one just goes wide off the stick of Mitch Brown. Another shot, and that one just goes wide again as Mitch Brown pursues it. Green and Brown just creating a lot of havoc here. There's a shot from the point, tipped by Brown, and rebound popped up to Salmon. What sustained pressure, and there's a shot from Tyler Hill, and a save by Salmon. Boy, oh boy. The boys are buzzing on a Sunday afternoon here. The Six Nations Ironmen offense buzzing around. And talking to Ryan Davis, the head coach of the Ironmen, before he came up here just to kind of take a look at the Coyotes during warm-up and having a nice little chat with him, catching up. He said he just wants to get the shots on net. That's what it's all about. It's just get the shots on net. As LaForme tips the puck, tries to tip it to himself, but the Coyotes end up with it. Coyotes, they've got numbers here. Fan shot opportunity. Maeda picks it up. Maeda again. He's going to go around the net. Looks for the corner. He's got Leonte. He goes across the ice. Back to Maeda. Chubbs. There's a shot from Thorne. That one goes all the way around as the Ironmen try to tip that one up. Sukal does. LaForme barges his way through. Is Dylan Hill with it now. Dylan. Pass to Bridgeland. Bridgeland goes D to D. There's a stretch pass. Intercepted by the Coyotes. This Thorne with it. There's a shot. That one by Chubbs and a save by Porter. Chubbs again with a rebound and a save by Porter as the rebound comes out. And the Coyotes with it, but couldn't get a handle on it. As Kessler Sky races for it. There's going to be a penalty right there as Kessler Sky mixes it up. Little bumper car action there. We'll take a look at the replay here. As this all started just finishing the check off into the corner there. Got a little overzealous on it. And that was a check on Summersall. So Kessler Sky in the box. Looks like that's going to be a roughing call, I believe. Coyotes on the power play. There's a shot from Hyde. Gets tipped up and over the glass for a stoppage in play. Summersall and Hyde on the points. Chubbs, he loses it. There's Theo with it, shot, scores! Theo Hill breaks through splits the D and puts it home for his second of the game. And again, the Six Nations Ironmen score shorthanded and now lead 6-1. There it is. Theo picks up the puck, splits the D, goes top cheddar. And with his second goal of the game, the Six Nations Ironmen with a 6-1 advantage over the Halton Hills Coyotes. That all started a little bit before that. Porter had to make a really nice save down the other end. Made the save, and then the Coyotes couldn't get a handle on the puck, and then Theo Hill jumping on the loose puck. Because it looks like we're going to have another penalty. Nick Campese is going to be in the penalty box for the Coyotes here. 10:20 to go here in the second period. Ironmen 6, Coyotes 1. Coyotes scored the first goal of the game, and it's been all Ironmen since that. It's a nice crowd here on hand at the arena on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Lots going on, of course, with the World Series. Off day on the World Series. No excuse to not watch some hockey. As Brendan Anderson ties up the puck down in behind Porter. Coyotes come up with it, and there's a quick shot from Maeda and a save by Porter. That was a nice little play by Maeda. Just kind of came up with the loose puck. Nice little save. That's a tough stop. You had to keep the seal, Porter did. Coyotes in their own end here, and there's a trying to get the puck up. But the Ironmen pick it up instead. There's a shot from up top. That one. And another one. That one off the stick of green. Puck in the neutral zone. There's Summersall. He sets up. He's got Miller. There's a shot. Puck pops off the blocker of Porter. But his defense, this time Dylan Hill, doing a very nice job picking up that rebound, pouncing on it and getting it out of harm's way. 8:42 to go here, second period. 6 seconds remain in the Sky penalty as Kessler Sky heads onto the ice, and now the Ironmen will have a man advantage for 10 seconds here. Thomas back to Green. Green tries to get the puck up by the boards, but an errant pass, and Summersall has it in the corner. And Summersall had to absorb that check and is the lone man standing as Sandy Porter goes after him. Puck centered. Ironmen have it. There's a stuffed opportunity. And a save by Salmon. Jackson Kaplan loses the puck. Now Sean General has it, dumps it down as Porter pursues Summersall. Summersall, nice little dance, goes up the middle. He's going to go coast to coast here as he enters into the Ironman zone. Centering pass to no one. Thorne has it, spins around. He sees Charlton but couldn't get him as Theo and Tyler Hill 2-on-1. There's a shot to goal! when you got Theo and Tyler Hill coming down on you on an odd man rush, odds are the Hill brothers are going to score on you. And this time it was Tyler Hill, thanks to Theo Hill, on that beautiful 2-on-1. And now the Ironmen lead 7-1. Boy, oh boy, what a great passing play on that. Give those two guys that much space and they're going to bury it on you. Six Nations Ironmen with their biggest lead in their history. Let's put it up on that one. This is the biggest lead they've had in the history of this team, of course, in their inaugural season. And Kyle Persons with the other assist on that one. Face off won by the Coyotes as they pick it up behind their own net here, trying to get the puck out of their own end. Met by the defense of the Ironmen. There's a shot from Dylan and a save by Salmon. .6:33 to go here in the second period. And the Ironmen with a 7-1 lead here. Coyotes, they have numbers. Maeda in pursuit of that puck now. But Sukal picked it up. Sukal. Anderson into the corner. He had Anton with it. Anton shot, spins around, scores! Avery Anton. Avery Anton with a beautiful spin. Let's take a look at that one on the replay. Just a simple dump in. The Ironmen try to get it in. Anton swipes at it first, recovers off the rebound, and that's just the goal scorer's goal there. He picked up the loose puck and spins around, puts it in, and we've got ourselves another goaltending change. Justin Ranger going back in net for the Halton Hills Coyotes. And I've been in this position before, having had to come in after being pulled once and having to go back into a game. It is not fun, let me tell you, folks. If anything, Justin Ranger might have composed himself. I know he was upset when he came out. Didn't get a lot of help. But hopefully he's composed and he's able to, we'll see what he's, the mental toughness. That's the biggest point of it all. When you're being re-entered into the game as a goaltender, the biggest part is that mental hurdle that you have to overcome. Let's see if Justin Ranger can overcome that. Speaking of goaltenders, that's Tim Porter with the save. Giving up no rebounds. And again, key for Tim Porter, not giving up the rebound. And he's been pretty clean since about the 10-minute mark or the 8-minute mark of the first period. He let a couple of rebounds go, but since then, the rebounds have not been plentiful at all, and he's done a great job of collecting that and controlling those rebounds. Puck in behind the Ironman end is Parsons with it. Centers it. Tyler dipsy doodle shot and a save by a Ranger. That was a pretty play, and there's a shot from Charlton and a pair of saves by Tim Porter on that one. Offside call on that one. But Tim Porter's had to be sharp. I know it's a 7-1 game, but Tim Porter's had to be called upon a couple of times. And a lot of times when he's been called upon, they've been tough opportunities.
You guys need a hand with something?
I'm good.
You need a hand with something? Oh, someone, Kylie needs help in the timekeeper.
There's a save by Porter. There's Charlton again with a nice opportunity, and he's stopped by the pad of Porter. Down to the other end, puck comes down, LaForme's trying to pick it up. Just a working man's player. He's just grinding it out, trying to work for that puck. Neutral zone play now. Brendan Anderson's going to quarterback things out, try and stretch it out to LaForme. Tip pass. Goes nowhere as LaForme picks it up again at center ice. LaForme breaks through the blue line. He's got numbers. He's going to look around for a centering pass. Couldn't find anybody on that. As Campese has it. Campese with a shot and a save off the arm and blocker of Tim Porter. And Tim Porter, again, controlling the rebound, not having it out in front of him. If it's going to bounce off him, bounce away from you, bounce over the glass. That's a perfect stop. Eight-1 lead, Six Nations Ironmen over the Halton Hills Coyotes here on Six Nations of the Grand River. Daryl Smart, Ben Hill, bringing you the action here on Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. Thanks for joining us along for the ride tonight on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here. There's a stretch pass to Green. Green's got it. Green shot. Oh, he had the top corner. Had that top corner targeted. Goes wide. Hegel with it. Hegel couldn't get a handle on it. Because Green's got it. He tries to find Antone. Is Dylan Hill with it. He's one-on-one trying to fight his way out of his own end here. Dylan Hill out to Green. Mitch Green, he's looking for a pass. He's got Dylan Hill, and what a save by Ranger on that one. That was a beaut. A replay on that one. That was just a nice coast-to-coast play by the Ironmen. Is Dylan Hill, Brendan was doing everything he could. You get that. There's Dylan Hill with the opportunity. That was a great play by Dylan Hill. Parsons pursues. He's going to tip it for Sukol. Sukol's got it in behind the net. Sean General has it now. Sean General dumps it down on the left side. As the Coyotes come back out with it. Sukol goes between his legs into the stick of Chubbs. Chubbs gets that one off, but goes wide. Coyotes up on the point. Maeda dumps it down into the corner. He's got Leonte. Leonte upended by Sukol. So there's a nice little chip pass up by General, and now the Ironmen again have the puck. Porter and Thomas working the cycle as Porter goes back down in. This one on the point. There's the shot. That one from Parsons and tipped up and into the glove of Justin Ranger. .133 remains here in the third period. Ironman. This is Theo Hill. He's got a pair. He's looking for three, and he's got it. Boy, oh boy, Theo Hill with the hat trick. That was pretty filthy. Off angle here. Nothing fancy. Getting it to Hill, and Hill on the very strange angle. Parsons was down in his paddle down stance. didn't seal up the post at all. And Theo Hill had all sorts of room above that attempted seal. Theo Hill looking for more here as he headman pass. That comes off the moorings, but play goes on as Halton Hills has the puck. Maeda again cycles it down. It's got Salov. There's a shot. Porter turns aside wide. Hyde. Now Leonte pursues it. He has it. Centering shot. Saved by Porter. That shot by De Oliveira. That was a nice one. 27 seconds remain here in the second period, but that was just a nice little give and go by the Coyotes. That was a great attempt. But Porter up to task on it. Coyotes, somersault. Shot tipped a couple of times and goes into the stick of Sukal. There we go, another icing call with 14 seconds remaining here in the second period. One thing the Ironmen have to do coming into the third period, they can't let off the gas here. That's one thing they can't do, is let off the gas. You don't want to give Halton Hills that momentum or any momentum whatsoever. Sukal, after the Ironman face-off win, is chipped up pass to Laforme. And Laforme couldn't get a handle on it as it goes down for an icing. 5 seconds remain. Feels like the longest 15 seconds of our lives right now. These two icings. Ironmen win the draw again. Defense clear the puck all the way down. And that's going to be it. After 40 minutes of play, the Six Nations Ironmen 9, Halton Hills Coyotes 1. We will be back with more Northern Premier Hockey League action when the third period begins. We'll tee up the third period with the second period summary when we come back. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you when the third period begins. Welcome back to Six Nations of the Grand River for period number 3 of this Northern Premier Hockey League tilt between the Six Nations Ironmen and the Halton Hills Coyotes. Daryl Smart along with my good buddy Ben Hill working the camera here. Daryl Smart Media on the YouTube page, bringing you Ironman action all season long. And 6 goals in that second period. And all 6 goals came from the Six Nations Ironmen. They just exploded. Mitch Brown scored the first one, then Brendan Anderson. Theo Hill got on the board. And then Tyler Hill. Avery Anton with that beautiful behind the back goal. And again, Theo Hill scoring his third of the contest here to tee things up. And the Halton Hills goaltender for the third period is going to be Justin Ranger. He started this game, was replaced, then came back in during the second period as the puck sticks to the ice here. As we head off to the third period, Tim Porter has been great in between the pipes. A bit of a strange bounce that went by him, but other than that, he's been rock solid tonight here in this contest. Sean General with it in the corner. He battles with Maeda. Maeda scoops it up down the boards. Leonte, he's got numbers, drops it back to Chubbs, and Chubbs with the shot and a save by Porter. The Halton Hills Coyotes want to get back into this one. I know it's a daunting task, an 8-goal lead, but if they want to make a dent into this Six Nations Ironman lead, they got to get numbers. They got to bring numbers to the table in the offensive zone especially. And that was just a great example of that. Ironman put it around the boards. Hill loses it, and now Campbell loses it to Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill has Tycee Cowan beside him as the puck just kind of sticking along here in the third period. I was joking with Ben Hill, the cameraman. It would be nice to have a nice quick third period here. But right now that puck doesn't want to get along with our strategy here. And as puck sticks, and we've got ourselves a face-off just below us. Somersault picks up the puck for the Coyotes. He's going to try and wind up. He's met by Dylan Hill. Looks like we might have a hold. Yeah, that's going to be a hold to Dylan Hill here. As Somersault and Tyler Hill mix it up. Just looking at the replay here. That's where the interference happened. Officials doing a nice job of trying to calm everyone down just a little bit here, as tempers could flare. Of course, 8-1 score. Odds are the tempers might, the frustrations might grow here as the Coyotes pick up the puck. That's Haddad. Out to Chubbs. Chubbs has it in behind the net. Chubbs up top of the point to Maeda. Maeda centers. There's a shot and a save by Tim Porter. That one off the stick of Brett Thorne. Thorne, Maeda, and Chubbs really seem to be the offensive catalysts to this Coyotes team. Doing a really nice job with the man advantage here of moving the puck around. Chubbs now with it. Drops it back. Thorne now with it. Out to Haddad. Haddad. Shot saved by Porter. Leonte is in front of the net. Caused a little bit of havoc in front, but not enough to distract Porter as he covered up, and we're going to have ourselves another whistle here. advantage called as the Coyotes drop it in. Porter with the save. Porter's got to recover there, and there's another shot. And that one hits Porter and goes over the glass. That one off the stick of Brett Thorne at the top. As long as they don't get as long as Tim Porter doesn't get swimming inside that crease area, he's just fine. And there's a nice save. Perfect example of great control by Tim Porter on that one, as Chubbs tried to get his stick off the tip. But Tim Porter bettered him on that one. Haddad. Maeda shot. That one goes wide, just over the glove of Porter. As Haddad dumps it down in. Chubbs has the puck, and he's met by Sukol. Coyotes control the puck here down into the offensive end. We're going to have another Ironmen penalty as the puck gets worked around, and Ranger heads to the bench for the extra attacker. 6-on-4 here. Maeda with the shot. That one goes off the top of the shoulder of Porter. It looked like it went off his head, but just off the shoulder. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty here. 16 seconds remain in the Tyler Hill penalty. And the Ironmen are going to go to the box again. And this time it's going to be Parsons heading to the penalty box. Big moment here for the Coyotes to grab a little bit of momentum here. Two-man advantage for 14 seconds. Haddad with it. He's back up top. Thorne back to Haddad. Haddad shot. That one just goes wide, looking for a tip from Kaplan, but couldn't get a handle on that as Tyler Hill gets back onto the ice. We're back to 5-on-4. Shot from the top. Saved by Tim Porter off the stick of Brett Thorne. .16:40 remains here in the third period. Ironmen with the 9-1 advantage here as they dump the puck all the way down. We're going to have another face-off. Maybe I jinxed it with my conversation with Ben about a nice quick third period. I think I jinxed it on that one. Dylan all the way down. There's a fortuitous rebound as Mitch Green has it. Mitch Brown has it. Just an easy dump in. Mitch Brown had the opportunity and took it right off his stick as the Coyotes come down into the Ironman end. Brown with it. Brown. He's met by Salov. A nice check to get him off the puck as Summersall goes D to D in his own end. Marchesello tries to get it in, but is met by the Ironman, who grab the puck and dump it down, and Summersall again is going to go in behind the net and try to reset things here for the Halton Hills Coyotes. Miller with it. Josh Miller up the blue line, dumps it down. Summersall, shot up top. There's the rebound, and again, Brendan Anderson, Johnny on the spot with that rebound. Here's the shot. That one from Thorne. That one goes off of Porter and into the corner. And now Kessler Sky with it. Sky tries to dance around Summersall, but can't on that one. As Summersall gives Sky the shoulder as they meet down in behind the Coyotes net. Anderson chips along the board. This one for Bridgeland. Bridgeland all by himself. He's going to go upstairs, and there's a shot by a Ranger stopped. Hyde. Met by Bridgeland down in the corners. Bridgeland with a big hit on Hyde as Hyde released the puck all the way down to the other end, and we're going to have ourselves an icing call. Back to 5-on-5 action here. Again, thanks again for joining us here in Northern Premier Hockey League action between the Six Nations Ironmen and Halton Hills Coyotes. There's a rip from the point. Rebound as Tyler Hill tries to battle for it, as we've got another stoppage in play. I really jinxed it here with the stoppages in play. I was kind of hoping for a nice easygoing period, but both teams jockeying around, and we're going to have ourselves another penalty here as Michael Haddad heads to the box for tripping. 14:33 remains here, third period. Ironmen win the draw, and we've got ourselves, guess what? Another whistle, folks. As we've got a conversation along the hash marks, and Tycee Cowan talking to the officials now. And a slash. Tycee Cowan going to the box for the slash. And that one's going to bring the puck all the way down into the Ironman end. Referee's doing a really nice job of clamping down on things. But again, we talked about this is an 8-goal lead. We don't want things to get out of hand, and doing a nice job of just cleaning things up, making sure things don't happen. As Tyler Hill has it along the boards on the right side. And now picked up by the Coyotes. Chubbs now. Chubbs, he's got Maeda. Maeda to Chubbs, and Chubbs couldn't put it home. He fanned on it. Had Porter beat on that one, but couldn't slide it by Porter. Down to the other end. Theo, Tyler, Theo. Sukal. Oh, Tyler was going to try the Michigan there as he went to scoop it. Tyler, nice pass to Anderson. Anderson shot, tipped by Sukal, and a save by Ranger. Theo, he was looking for his brother Tyler. Theo again grabs the loose puck. The Hill brothers doing a marvelous job of forechecking here and not allowing the Coyotes an opportunity to kind of regroup and get things going. Just a nice little forecheck, and it's not a heavy forecheck at all. It's just a smart forecheck. They're just in the right spot. Anderson, stretch pass to Sukal. Sukal's up top. He's met by a Coyotes defender as Summersall has it in behind the net again and is met by Theo. Summersall spins off the check. Hands it off to Campbell. Ty Campbell now. He's got numbers. There's the shot. And a save by Tim Porter. Loose puck kind of scampers around like a mouse around Porter, and he puts his big black mitt on it to cover things up, and we've got another whistle just to the right of Tim Porter. .12:57 go here in the third period. 9-1 lead. 18 seconds remain in the Coyotes penalty. 16 seconds now remaining in the Ironman penalty. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 action in a few shakes as Brown now has it. Jacob Brown dumps the puck into the corner for General. Summersall picks it up. Dylan. Oh, there's a tip pass from General, but couldn't get a handle on that as Summersall picks it back up. Summersall, one of the active defensemen here for the Coyotes, calling his name a bunch of times tonight. The Coyotes try to regroup and get things going. Reese Bissey racing for the puck. Missed that one. As the Ironmen break out and dump things in. That was Green dumping things in along the right side. Mitch Brown now has it in the corner. Matt is Dylan Hill is with him. Dylan now with it. Dylan in behind the net. Going to do the wraparound. Centers it instead. And Antone has it now. Antone dumps it down behind the net, around the boards. Jake Green now with it. As Missy tries to get a handle on things, and the puck goes back down into the Coyotes' end. Coyotes breaking out of their own end here. As Kaplan now has it. There's a shot. That one just goes wide. As the puck goes down into the Coyotes' end again. Coyotes trying to regroup here, trying to get something going, get a little bit of momentum heading into next week's action. Haddad, pass intended for Jeng, but couldn't get a handle on it as the Ironmen very content on just grabbing the puck, dumping it down, and killing off the clock as Ranger has to go backhand in behind the net. Loose puck, picked up at center ice by Josh Miller. Josh Miller met and loses the puck, and there's a big hit down right underneath us. Miller with it again. Miller down on the left side. He's got Leonte, who's upended. And it looks like we're going to have another power play here on the tripping call. This one going to Kessler Sky as we'll look at the replay here. As Kessler Sky upends Leonte. It's just coming up right here as the Coyotes come in. There's Leonte. There's the infraction right there. And with 10:21 to go here in the third period, Coyotes get to work on the power play again. Cross ice pass. There's a shot. That one off the glove of Tim Porter and scooped all the way into the corner. The Summersall has it now. Ooh, that one off the head. The stick of Josh Miller and off the cage of Tim Porter. Those always feel nice. The Coyotes doing a really nice job in this period. I know it's pretty easy to say with the man advantage, but they've been doing a really nice job of just moving that puck around, trying to get the opportunities. Just haven't been able to put it home yet. Miller. Cross ice shot. Just wide as delivery era. Met by Anderson, and there's a definite size advantage as Anderson just stiff arms him as the puck goes around. Anderson just manhandled to Olivera. I think Anderson's got about 1.5 feet on him. As Dylan Hill has it down to the other end. Dylan has Tycee Cowan with him. Opts to shoot, and Ranger with the save as he covers things up. But yeah, the size advantage of Brendan Anderson and Alex de Oliveira, it's got to be 1.5 feet difference going Anderson's way as the Ironmen continue to put some pressure down. Leonte with it now. Leonte goes along the boards now. 42 seconds remain in the Coyotes' man advantage. Summersall out to Leonte. Now to Campbell. Campbell tries to get it out to Summersall, but puck tripped up along the blue line as the Ironmen again very content on just dumping it down to kill some time, kill the penalty, kill the clock with this 8-goal lead. Maeda down to the right side. He's streaking down. Stops met by a pair of Ironman defenders. Haddad goes across the ice. Has it again. There's a shot attempt. Saved by Porter as Campbell gets a read on that. Then Campbell again just whiffs on the one time. Another nice centering pass by the Coyotes, and this time it was Ty Campbell who whiffed on that one. There's a shot. That one goes over the glove of Porter. As the Coyotes just controlling the play here on the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 action now. as things should even out a little bit now. After the Halton Hills Coyotes had that substantial power play. Theo again on the forecheck, coughs up the puck. Cowan's got it now. Cowan, he's met by Jang. As Campbell tries to break it up the boards but can't. And the Ironmen still with the puck. Theo, oh, there's a centering pass into the corner, but off the stick of Marchescello. As Sukol has it now. Sukol. Pass intended for Tycee Cowan. But into the hands of Rangers. There's a nice little collision behind Ranger. Coyotes on the break here. They've got numbers. 3-on-1. Couldn't get anything developed on that one. That sums up the Coyotes' night. Right there, oh, look at the replay. A glorious opportunity for the Halton Hills Coyotes as they do a great job of getting the Ironmen to turn this puck over, but a 3-on-1 and just a missed opportunity as we continue on here with 6:41 to go in this third period. Laforme along the boards, hands it off to Porter. Porter to General. Sukol off the boards and into the corner now. General now has it in behind the net. Porter roughed up in behind the net as well as the Coyotes try to control the puck. And there's just a nice little forecheck by this Six Nations team. They've done a great job tonight. That's one thing that they've done very, very well. Just creating opportunities through that forecheck in the Coyotes' end. And this does it again. There's just another turnover. Laforme with the puck now. Laforme centers it. Couldn't get anything on it. In general, couldn't get a handle on it. Sukol now with it. Heads to the corner. Head down shot. Saved by Ranger. Campese had it and stripped by Sukol, who's came all the way down. What a great hustle play by Sukol. And there's a centering pass to Porter. Porter tries to find Green. Nothing doing on that one as the Coyotes with another break. Jackson Kaplan with the shot that time. Put his head down, put the shot down, and Tim Porter not allowing the rebound again. And again, that's just the thing that secret to Tim Porter's success is going to be not allowing those rebounds. Ironmen control the puck behind the net. 5 and change to go here in the third period. Green's got a shot. There's a shot. Scores! The captain, Mitch Green, bulges the twine right between the legs of Ranger and make it an even 10 now. Here's the replay. You could see it. Mitch Green was going to get it all alone and just put that one right along the ice. Right through Ranger. And the Six Nations Ironmen with a 10-1 lead now. Dillon with the puck. Dumps it into the corner for Kessler Sky. Sky tries to center it from behind the net, but gets caught in the net. Is Miller with it. Miller, shot, saved by Porter's glove. Porter's been sharp here. He's been there blocking the shot. Coyotes, puck behind the net, met by a couple of Ironmen. As we've got ourselves another stoppage in play. Looks like we're going to have a tripping penalty. This one to Dylan Hill. 4:25 to go here. Third period. Coyotes on yet another power play as the speedy Mitch Brown. Look at this forecheck. Mitch Brown scores! Oh boy! Are you kidding me? Oh, what a hustle play by Mitch Brown. Holy smokes. That was fantastic. Let's look at the replay. That is just pure hustle. Just an easy dump in. You know what I mean? That's just pure hustle by Mitch Brown on that one. Pure hustle. 4:13 to go in the third period. The Ironmen are up by 9 at this point, and Mitch Brown still hustling to get that forecheck. And again, it's not a very aggressive forecheck, just a very easy going and almost a passive forecheck. But the passive forecheck has worked all night long, and that's been the secret. And now the Six Nations Ironmen lead 11-1. And guess what, folks? That's another shorthanded marker. That's another shorthanded marker by the Ironmen. Just looking at the score sheet here, there's 1, 2, and now 3 shorthanded goals by the Ironmen. Shot attempt by Maeda off the boards. There's the shot, and here we go. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of a tussle as things heat up. That's Maeda. And I believe Parsons with a couple, and now Maeda with a couple back, and the two hit the ice. We can call that one a draw, I would say. As both combatants help each other up after. Maeda and Parsons tapping each other on the chest after that tussle. Kyle Parsons and Austin Maeda. Maeda, one of the, he's been involved in this one as well. He's been a threat all game long for the Coyotes. And boy, oh boy, those two guys had a couple of thunderous blows to each other. It was almost they exchanged a couple at a time, and then the momentum went, and the other combatant came back with a couple more, and I would say that's a draw. What do you say, Jace? Jace Martin, the music man here, sitting beside me, I would say that's a draw. Coyotes dump it in. Kind of knew that the tempers would flare a little bit. There's Tycee Cowan trying to get things started, but couldn't get a handle on it as the Coyotes come back. Marchicello out to Somersall. Just lots of neutral zone play here, just skating around with the puck. One thing you got to do, you got to get that puck down deep, just like Somersall did. You're not going to score goals if you're going to just dance around in the neutral zone. Coyotes, there's a shot. That one goes up top and wide. That shot by Alex Hyde. .2:22 remaining here. Third period. Thanks again for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. For Northern Premier Hockey League action, and of course, Daryl Smart Media YouTube page going to have all of the games this season. And then it's going to be a busy weekend for the Ironmen next up. They're going to hit the road and play the always dangerous Elvinston Killer Bees on Saturday night out in Elvinston. And then right back here on Sunday, the Tilbury Bluebirds will be here. And of course, we'll have that one for you as the Tempers Flare here looks like Sue Cole is ready to take on someone. And there's Jacob Brown, and we don't want to hear what's going on here. There's Sukal. He's going to head to the box. Tyler Hill standing at the red line there now as Tycee Cowan and Joseph Leonte had some words with each other along the bench. But Tyler Hill very happy to just break that up. Stood in between the two. Looks like Mitch Brown has some words as well. Tycee Cowan still talking to the Coyotes bench as Brendan Anderson hands a glove over. But yeah, next week, it'll be a pretty good test for the Six Nations Ironmen. They'll have 2 games in 2 days. They'll play the Elvinston Killer Bees on the road Saturday night. That team is a very, very good team. And of course, they'll be back here at the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center against the Tilbury Bluebirds. Bridgeland shot. That one goes up top. We got 1:09 to go in regulation time. Just want to thank everybody for joining us again. Again, check us out on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. We'll have every game archived. Of course, we're not live in these games. Can't go live here at the arena. So we'll have these ones recorded and up as soon as possible. 1 minute to go here. Our good buddy Jace Martin announcing. Sukal in the box. Nice little move by Ty Campbell. Ty Campbell is met by a pair of Ironman defenders. Ironman doing a really great job defensively today. They've really done a nice job of clogging up that up top, the circle in the hash marks. They haven't allowed the Coyotes inside at all. There's Leonte. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. Looked like it went into the meshing, but I think they're going to let that one go as Cowan has it again. Referee's telling Ranger to take the puck and put it back into the corner to end this one, but he didn't. Covered it up, and they had to go for the face-off. And 12 seconds to go regulation time here. And again, a great victory for the Six Nations Ironmen, who will improve to 3-on-3 on the season. And the Halton Hills Coyotes will now drop to 1-4 on the season. Thanks to an 11-1 victory at the hands of the Halton Hills Coyotes. Let's wrap up this one. Third period scoring, we had Mitch Green and Mitch Brown scoring. And of course, the big story of this one, 1, 2, 3 shorthanded goals by the Six Nations Ironmen. And of course, the Halton Hills Coyotes came out hot in this one. Joseph Leonte scored the opening goal and the only goal for the Coyotes. And after that, it was all Ironmen. Let's cap off the scoring here. Tyler Hill, Isaac Sukal, Theo Hill, Mitch and Theo Hill scored in the first period to make it 3-1. And then the Ironmen just poured things on. Mitch Brown, Brendan Anderson, Theo Hill again, Tyler Hill, Avery Antone, and Theo Hill for his third goal to pour it on to 9-1 after 2 periods. And then Green and Brown wrap things up in the third period. For Ben Hill, I'm Daryl Smart. Thank you very much for joining us for Northern Premier Hockey League action for the Six Nations Ironmen. And again, the Six Nations Ironmen with a big 11-1 victory over the Halton Hills Coyotes. We will see you on Sunday back here at the arena for a 3:30 game. If you don't want to watch on YouTube, you can watch the game live. Catch us live in action here at the arena on Six Nations Grand River in Ohsweken. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.